What's up YouTube? Welcome to Clayson One YouTube channel, the number one info entertainment channel that we have. This is the first YouTube video I'm having, and thank you so much for clicking onto this video. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like and comment. Let's do this. So on today's video, we'll be checking out on the top 10 podcast channels that I think are informative and entertaining, and also I would recommend you to check them out. So you're also free to comment down below on some of the podcast platforms that you think are good for us all, and also don't forget to share with your friends this video. I will highly appreciate. So on to the 10th one. So here we have the Postgrad Space podcast. This is a podcast that every postgraduate should listen to, as it speaks on life after campus. So it generally educates or informs postgraduates on how to position themselves in the job market and how to tackle the different life challenges of after campus life. So remember to follow them on their platform. So I will tag along on my description box on where to find them, and I guess they also share their videos on YouTube, so check them out. On to the 9th one, we have the Chini ya Maji podcast. If you are a business person or an upcoming business man or woman, I would highly recommend that you go through this podcast. It generally speaks on how to start your business, and especially in Nairobi, and the dynamics, lessons. They have the success stories of several people who are in business business areas. So check them out, and I'm sure you'll gain a lot from them. On to the 8th one, we have the Baby Steps podcast. This is a podcast that I will highly recommend to couples who are in the verge of looking for babies. It is very informative on issues to do with that is the couples issues. So you can check them out, and I believe you won't be disappointed. Number 7, you have the Dream podcast. This is a podcast that generally speaks about life in a dreamer's perspective. So if you have dreams in life, it's a good podcast that you may check it out, and I guess you won't be disappointed, and also have various perspectives about life. Check them out. The 6th one is the Spread podcast, and sex is often a subject that is rarely talked about in public, as it is somewhat a taboo. But the Spread podcast is changing up all that by having conversations and talks around sex positivity in Kenya, and they are striving to make sex a comfortable subject for all. So check them out, and I am sure you won't be disappointed. On the 5th one, we have Otherwise. This is a podcast that generally speaks about Kenya's current affairs and many topics to do with our country, and it's a good informative channel that I would recommend for you to check them out and also follow them for the current affairs that you have. On to the 4th one, we have Adele Onyango's podcast, which is known as Legally Clueless. I guess this is one of the pioneer podcasts that we have in Kenya. Adele Onyango is one of the pioneers of podcasting in Kenya. She has literally been one of the Kenyans who have been podcasting for the longest time right now, and I'm pretty sure you have heard of her podcast, maybe if you are an enthusiast of podcast. She is bold, true and inspiring, so check her out. She also comes through at Trace FM, I guess on Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 a.m. You can also tune in and listen on to her. The third one is the Kipawa podcast. This is one of the growing podcasts that we have right now in Kenya, and it's a podcast that hosts various musicians, and it's more of artwork and poetry. And I guess if you check them out on YouTube, they also have the channel on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you'll be entertained by various interviews that I've done there of upcoming artists and also the reigning artists, so check them out. On to the second one, we have the Psycho podcast, which features Ben Psycho, who is one of the gospel musicians that we have in Kenya. This is one of the podcasts that makes me laugh a lot, and I know you will too once you listen to it. The Psycho podcast is a podcast that spreads positivity, feel good vibes, and life lessons that we can all relate to. So check him out. He also posts his videos on YouTube, so check him out. The final one that I'm going to talk about today is the Joyride podcast. I'm pretty sure you have heard of this podcast if you are a podcast enthusiast. It's a growing podcast that features Ben Psycho and his better half, that is Wanjiru Njiru. They talk on couples issues and issues that I'm pretty sure couples relate to. So if you are a couple, and also if you are single and searching, you can check them out on YouTube too, and go there, subscribe, support them, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Yep. That was it for today. Remember to subscribe, share, comment, and like. And don't forget also to comment down below on what you think about podcasts in Kenya. So see you soon.